Once upon a snowy December evening, in a small, peaceful village surrounded by pine covered hills, there stood a little shop named the Corner of Wonders. It was not big or fancy, but every winter something magical happened there. The shopkeeper, old Mr. Oliver, would bring out his handmade Christmas trees, each one different, each one with a story. Among all the trees, there was one small pine tree standing in the corner. Its branches were uneven, its top slightly bent, and it did not shine as bright as the others. No one looked twice at it, but deep inside that little Christmas tree had a heart full of dreams. It whispered softly to the twinkling lights above, I may be small, but one day I will make someone's Christmas truly special. Narrator. Every morning children would press their noses against the frosty window of the shop, pointing to the tall, glittering trees with golden ornaments and silver ribbons. The small pine tree stood quietly, watching as the other trees were carried away one by one. Days passed, snow covered the rooftops. The village sparkled with lights and laughter, but no one came for the little pine tree. On Christmas evening, the shop was almost empty. Mr. Oliver sighed as he looked at the lonely tree. Oh, little one, he said, brushing off a bit of snow. Maybe next year someone will take you home. The little tree sighed. Next year felt so far away. But destiny had another plan. That evening, as the clock struck 7, a gentle knock echoed on the door. A little girl, wrapped in a worn red scarf, stood there with her mother. Her eyes sparkled brighter than any Christmas light. Sir, the girl said shyly, do you have a small tree we can afford? Just a tiny one for our little house? Mr. Oliver smiled kindly. He looked around the room, and there it was, the little tree waiting patiently. He bent down and said, my dear, I have just the right one for you. He carefully wrapped the tree in a soft cloth and handed it to her. This one is special, he whispered. Take good care of it. The little girl hugged the tree as if it were the most precious gift in the world. When they reached home, a small wooden cabin, she placed it on a table near the window. They did not have fancy lights or ornaments, but the girl was creative. She hung a small star cut out of old paper, tied bits of red ribbon, and placed a tiny bell at the top. And then she lit a single candle beside it. The soft glow filled the room with warmth. The snow outside reflected the light, making the tiny house look like a glowing lantern in the middle of the light. The little Xmas tree finally felt alive. For the first time, it was not surrounded by glitter or gold, but by love, laughter, and a family warmth. That night, as the little girl slept beside her mother, the Christmas tree shimmered softly. Its branches trembled with joy. A faint golden sparkle began to appear, almost like magic dust. The tree whispered to the stars, thank you for bringing me home. Outside, the snowflakes danced like fairies inside. The light of the little candle flickered as if the universe was smiling. As dawn arrived, the little girl woke up and gasped. The paper stars were glowing softly, the ribbons were shining like silk, and the tiny bell at the top rang gently, though no one had touched it. Her mother whispered, it's a Christmas miracle, my dear. They both laughed and hugged each other. The small pine tree, once forgotten, has now become the heart of their Christmas. Year passed, the little girl grew up. Every year, she decorated the same tree, now stronger, taller, more beautiful than ever. When she became a mother herself, she told her children, "This tree reminds us that even the smallest, simplest things can hold the biggest magic if we believe." And so the story of the little Christmas tree lived on, passed from heart to heart, home to home. Christmas is not just about glittering ornaments or grand decoration, it's about warmth, kindness, and the simple joy of giving. It's about finding beauty in the what others overlook, just like the small pine tree in the corner shop. Christmas. And